really think that I've woken up, I've rolled on the floor on the internet. So this is her 247.
Yeah.
I'm silly, I agree.
But it's like, but at the same time, you should be taken seriously because you have different layers to you. So it's you're not always going to be funny. There are times when there are times when you're serious.
It's just that I know how to. I'm using all these things to help me go through life. To be very honest, because me, if I'm not silly and if I'm not fooling, I cannot go. See, the life will not lie for me. I promise.
Yeah.
And so I have used it to heal so many times. I've used it to cover up so many times. Most of the times you see me roll on the floor or come online to do something funny, I have covered it. It's a cover up on so many things that I'm going through that I don't let people into. And so when people say, you put your whole life on the internet, we all know you. It's funny because you
don't even know.
You don't know me at all. I have chosen to let you into what I want you to know.
Yeah.
And that's just it.
Hi everyone, welcome to Truly Talkative Podcast. I'm your host, Eno Craigren. I thought I knew you like 100%.
98%.
What is this?
There's a reason for everything, but there's not a justification for everything.
No, let me start going where I'm coming from.
That day is like I'm playing and then they come here. Come here. Yes, you.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Truly Talkative. I'm your host, Eno Craigren, and today I have the amazing Tatas Caritas. People call her Tatas, people call her Caritas, people call you what else?
Oh, T.
Yeah,
but Caritas is my name.
Yeah.
Caritas is my name.
I found out about you. At that time, your Instagram handle was Tatas Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, like I'm drawn to things that are different.
Yeah.
So I loved it. And you're also the CEO and the founder of
Tatas and Friends.
Tatas and Friends, Go
Digital live events
with Tatas.
And on hold Bankuche.
Bankuche as well. Like my brother actually said the food was good.
Yeah, I'm a co-founder to two of the businesses, Go Digital and Bankuche.
So you have to come back.
Yeah.
You have to come back. Bankuche has to come back.
My business partner has traveled for both. She's my business partner in both businesses.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So we'll come back.
We'll come back to this.
Don't worry.
So today I've actually titled your episode Misunderstood.
Perfect.
And I had this title before I even called you because looking at you and looking at, I don't know your full story. So today I'm sure you're going to share a bit.
Oh, yeah.
But I've always felt like you must be misunderstood in a way.
Yeah.
Like, because there are a lot of things that sometimes I see you clearing up something. Sometimes I see that you're just like, you know what? It is what it is.
Yeah. I've had it.
Let's go back to your upbringing. Okay. Me, what I've seen, it seems like you're the only child, but please.
I am.
What was it? Are you the only child? What was it like growing up?
Okay. So I'm an only child. My mom was a single parent.
Okay.
So I grew up with my mom and her three sisters.
Okay.
Right. So with time, everybody moved. Okay. And then it was left with me, my mom, and her youngest sister.
Okay.
So we both schooled in St. Anthony's. We both went to Agri Memorial. Ooh. Yes. But she's older. She's way older. So she had her chance to go.
Okay.
We grew up. I've lived in so many areas, but never been like my own house. Like our own house, always been compound house.
Okay.
So from Odoko official town to Latibia Okoshi.
Okay.
And then my mom traveled when I was in SS2.
Okay. So when you were born there, right?
Yeah. I was born in Hohoi.
Okay.
So this is what happened. My grandmother was being buried on the 9th of October. By the time everybody came back from the morgue, my mother had given birth to me.
Wow.
So my birth story amazes me, to be honest. But my one of my uncles always like, we wore black. And then we came back and you changed our black into white. So you are such light. Yes. So, whenever there's a family gathering and I arrive, everybody knows it will be fun.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to be all over the place. Yeah.
Could you able to switch people's moods?
Yeah. So that's my best story.
Okay, wait. What does your name mean?
Caritas. Yeah. To give charity.
All right.
To
We'll come back to that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what my name means, to give.
To give. What does
Yeah.
Tatas mean?
Oh no, so Tatas, my junior aunt, the one I was talking about, she brought her kids from Tel Aviv. Her husband is a diplomat.
Okay.
So they came from Tel Aviv with their 2 kids. And these kids couldn't pronounce Caritas. So they would always say Tatas, Tatas, Tatas. So I took the name.
So it's not.
So it has nothing to do with.
What's your full name? What's your official name?
My official name is Caritas. Well, I've added my grandmother's name. So now it's Caritas Violet
Okay.
Na Ayele Ayi. That's my name.
Okay. So Tatas is just.
No, Tatas has nothing to do with my name.
Okay. So you're born at Hohoe.
Yeah, and then
Moved
to Accra.
To Accra. And then you said you were living in a compound house.
Yeah,
so
lived in.
there were other kids or what?
Yeah,
Like,
there
what
were
was-
other kids. There were other kids. There were. It was no gates.
Okay.
So I didn't grow up in like, a well-to-do family like that.
Okay.
But every area that my mother found, even though it was a compound house, it was a bit quiet and calm.
Okay.
So we lived in the house with a woman who sells wache in our neighborhood, that type of compound.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like that person. I ate wache a lot.
Okay.
Yes. So that's how we grew. That's how I grew up.
Okay.
So the first place was Odoko Official Town.
Okay.
Then when I turned like 12,
Mm-hmm.
13,
Mm-hmm.
we moved to Latibia Okoshi.
Okay.
A lot of people actually on Instagram say me, like, did you live in Latibia Okoshi? Did you? I see
Why?
that. Yo, no, they know
They
me.
know you
They
from-
know me. Yeah, they know me from
Okay.
there. I've always been popular. Let me
Okay.
let me put that out there. That
Okay.
even in Odoko Official Town, there was a madman called Ziggy Mali. Ziggy didn't know anybody but knew me. Yes. Madman.
Yeah.
My mom will watch this and remember Ziggy Mali didn't know anybody because I would see him and start shouting Ziggy Mali.
Ah.
So I have been popular since I was young.
Yeah.
And I think my name made a difference. Caritas. Very, very uncommon.
Yeah.
Yes. So everywhere I lived,
people
I was known. Yes.
Okay, so was there like what was the influence like from the other kids, the people living in the compound, like everything? Like, do you feel like they had any influence on you?
Yeah, it did. It had.
Positives and negatives.
Yes.
Well,
it
yeah.
did. It did have an influence on me. So my mom
Mhm.
worked at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs canteen.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
where she worked.
Okay.
And so I mean, we had a little,
Yeah.
not much.
Mhm.
Every compound I have lived in,
Mhm.
I sometimes now that I've grown up, I feel like were these kids seeing my style or something? Because it's like everybody wanted me to be under them.
Wow.
There was that thing of being a subordinate
Okay.
with other kids. Like,
At age mates or like they're older than
no. I mean, some of them were age mates, some of them were older. But
Okay.
the urge to be controlling over me was very high because also I was very, outspoken. You know us now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to suppress me was like a motive.
Okay.
So I live in a compound where one kid can decide not to talk to you and every other kid wants to talk to you. So you will be alone. So I have always had this mind that I'm around people, but I'm alone.
Yeah.
And now that I've grown, I just know that these people just didn't understand my person. I think that was just it
Yeah.
because I was very involving.
Wait, so when did you realize that they were trying to like dim your lights or like try to control?
Listen,
at that time, did you know?
At that time, I wouldn't know
Mhm.
because we were very young.
Yeah.
And I would want to fit in.
Yeah.
So I would conform or I would fold, what we call it
Mhm,
these days.
mhm.
But it wasn't happening just at home. It was happening in school as well.
Okay.
I had that experience at St. Anthony's Odoko.
Okay.
Even though I was very outspoken and all,
Mhm.
I always found myself in groups where somebody wants to lord over me.
Mm.
And, it was a trigger for me.
Mhm.
Not growing up in a full family setting. I'm a child of a certain mindset already.
What is the mindset?
It's as if all the people that I find myself with have something that I don't have.
Okay.
And I would love to have a full family setting, something, but they don't see that. They are seeing it like I want to cross them
Okay.
or I want to be ahead of them.
Mm.
But what they are not also realizing is that they have something that I would love to have.
Mm.
So I had this mindset of, because maybe I didn't grow up with my dad, I'm not fit to be in the space of these people.
Hmm.
So that mindset grew on me.
Okay. Okay.
And it really, it kind of molded me, but also coiled me.
Right.
So I will fold, even though I'm outspoken. I
Right.
mostly folded to be under
Okay.
certain
Let
people.
me ask you a question. When did you realize that, okay, you know what? I don't have like the full family, like you said. When did you realize, oh, how come it's just my mom and, I don't have a dad?
You know what's funny? I've
Mhm.
always known my mom didn't hide anything from me.
Okay.
So as young, I mean, as young as 6, 7, I knew my dad lived in Dansoman.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Around the ages of 9, my mom would put me in a car at her bus stop. It would drop me at Control in Dansoman. I knew the way to my dad's house.
Okay. Oh, so you knew him?
Yeah. I knew the way because I requested,
Okay.
So
Okay.
I knew a way to my dad's house.
Okay. Did you ever meet him?
Yeah, I met my dad. I used to see
Wait, the first time you met him, how old were you?
I think I was like 8 or 7.
Okay. What was that like?
I was happy, I was very happy.
Okay.
But as I grew, I realized why my mom took a stand. It made so much sense because having a non-challenge dad can be really crazy. No school fees, no nothing. And again, I grew up early. I was privy to happenings. So mentally, I grew up early. I knew when my mom didn't have money.
Because your mom will tell you.
I could tell.
Okay.
And I could tell my mom was trying. She was taking care of 3 sisters, including me.
Okay.
Do you understand? We would feed, we would clothe, and I could just tell my mom was trying.
Wow.
So there were days when I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh, today I want to go and visit my dad. And it's because maybe I want to collect money and come and give it to my mom.
Right.
I had that mind.
Right.
But again, after a while, I stopped.
Whenever you'd go to ask for money, would you get it and bring it home?
I wouldn't get anything proper. My mom had already said, listen, you won't get it.
Yeah.
Don't worry myself. And it's not God. God rest his soul. But it's not, I'm not trying to. But that was it.
Yeah.
I won't get it. I would get transportation.
Okay.
At most.
Right. Did he have other kids?
Oh yeah, I have step siblings. Actually, I'm surrounded by step siblings currently.
Right.
My current stepdad, has about 4 kids.
Okay.
My dad has 5. I'm the last one on my dad's side. Yeah.
We'll come to your current situation. So at the time, I just want you to take me to like your first meeting. Like when you met him, like did he know of you?
Yeah, my dad knew of me.
And what was his reaction meeting you for the first
I just
time?
think that he was chill. He was chill. I knew where he lived. He took me to where he lived. I would ask him to go for vacation sometimes. But, going for vacation, I realized I had too much freedom.
At his place?
At my dad's place.
Okay.
My mom was very strict.
Right.
My mom is still strict. I think now she's calm because she knows I'm going.
Yeah.
But my mom had a covering that my dad didn't have. My dad was too free. When I say too free, my dad used to smoke, so I would see cigarettes in the house. He would go hang with his friends at a place called Jellicon. I'm sure anyone who watches that knows Dansoman well knows Jellicon. Okay. Owned by one of his friends. So he will go there, they would drink and everything. Yeah. Women come back. Do you understand? I had too much freedom.
And too much exposure.
Yes, I could roam around in the neighborhood, play with the kids in that area. There was a big compound. Anyone, again, who lives in Dansoman knows Dama. There was a big compound. Kinky, they're cooking kinky here. They're doing this. There are people living here. It was chaotic.
Yeah. Yes.
But it was fun.
Yeah. As a child,
it was fun.
Yeah.
That was the difference. So there was covering at my mom, but there was no covering at my dad.
But at the time, I'm sure you loved being at your dad's place versus being at your mom's place because your mom was strict. Or you kind of appreciated her strictness.
Yes.
Oh.
Because when my dad is not back, you've not eaten. Right. And so if my dad should come back at 9 p.m., that's when you are going to have dinner. At my mom's, even if she didn't have, there was food. Consistent supply of food.
Yeah.
And if my mom can't cook, she works at the canteen. She'll bring food home.
True.
And because of that, she will even come early. By 5 p.m., 5:30, my mom is back from work.
Okay.
And I can eat.
Yeah.
So I remember I stopped going to my dad after I had a terrible experience where we had to wait for one of my stepsisters to bring food from the restaurant she used to work for us to eat.
And
after
it was
we,
like late.
it was late, bro. I was sleeping. And after I ate, I remember the next morning I told him I'm going back home.
Yeah.
And I went back to my mom. And that's how I never went back to my dad to stay over ever again.
Yeah.
Ever.
So with even with your dad, you were with your dad's. So your dad was taking care of his kids. I mean,
yeah. So my
so you were
dad
living
was
with-
with one of my stepbrother and one of my stepsisters.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one was with her mother,
Okay.
and the other one was married with his kids. And then there's one in the States.
Okay.
So two of them were living with my dad.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you would go there,
Yes,
you
they are
with
there.
them.
Yes.
And are they all around your age or older?
Oh no. They are older. The one I come after is older, Aite. So
Okay.
he was actually in Abokobi Secondary School. So he would be in school.
Right.
And then my sister had completed Maoli Secondary School around that time. So yes.
Okay. So this was around what age you decide, okay, you know what, I'm done. What age was that?
Oh, I was a teen.
Okay.
I was like, I had JSS 1 going into JSS 2. I just stopped.
I'm
Yeah.
done. Okay. Then you went back to your mom's place.
Yes.
But before then, was there any structure like, oh, every vacation, Tatas is at her dad's place? Or it was just like you would decide?
Yes, I will decide I want to go. And I love my mom for never saying you can't go.
That's what I was meant
It's something that people don't stop your kids.
Right.
She allowed me to go and experience it. And then when I came back, she was chill. So it's your decision.
Yeah.
So my mom allowed me.
Okay.
My mom allowed me to go and see my dad.
So what you're also saying is that they were never married, right?
No, they were never married. So according to my mom, shouts to my mom anyway, she's going to see the video. According to my mom, she wasn't a Christian when she got involved with my dad.
Okay.
And so she wanted things done the right way.
Okay.
Wanting to get things done the right way too. You are dealing with a man that is obviously not that serious.
Mm-hmm.
So she wasn't about to also let her child go and everything. So but she would normally say that, oh, she really chilled with my dad. My dad used to take her to Liberia and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So she chilled.
Yeah.
She chilled at some point.
So it was when she had you that she decided, you know what?
No, yeah.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. Yeah. But she never stopped me from knowing or no. Yeah.
Okay. So let's come back to, you're now a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
You've had people try to dim your lights, control you, all that.
It's crazy.
And I'm sure around that time, probably it was getting worse.
Yeah, but we don't realize it at that time because of the age. I don't know, but we won't see it at that time.
Yeah,
that the people are trying because it was happening in school. It happened in JSS, happened in SS.
Okay, so JSS, SS, you would have a bunch of friends.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, one of them won't be speaking to you, and then all of them are not speaking to you. Or what?
So if in SS, I'll skip to SS. In SS, when one of them is not speaking to you, it's not like the others are not speaking to you. They'll give you attitude, but it's not like they're not speaking to you.
Okay.
My two very good friends that I started SS with in Agri, they were my friend, and that's my problem.
Okay.
I laugh too hard. It's a problem. Well, it's a problem to people, but I think it's okay with me. There's nothing wrong with laughing too hard. So I have always held my friends in high esteem, since childhood.
Okay.
Yes. So in SS, that's what was happening.
Okay.
And in JSS, it was the same.
Okay.
A bunch of girls who are friends. When one person who calls herself the leader is not talking to you, the others will give you attitude. They'll talk to you, but it's not like before, because when the leader is rolling, she's rolling with you. So, and then someone can come and tell you, this is what you did. And that's why this person is not talking to you. And I'm that person that will apologize when I know I've done something. But my problem is, why are you dragging everybody with you?
Yeah.
And those you are dragging, Kimi, you don't have sense to find out.
To have your own brain.
Yeah, have your own brain.
Yeah.
So growing up now, I realized, I actually had my own mind. That was the problem.
Yeah.
There was no problem.
Yeah.
I was just different.
Yeah. So SS, this was happening. And I'm also seeing some people pleasing also happening.
Yeah. Oh, so, I did that a lot.
Yeah. and at that time too, now you were not seeing your dad anymore. So it was like you are in a single parent household.
Yeah.
You have friends who like you said, have something that you always wanted.
Yeah.
And then also you want to fit in so much that you are kind of like pleasing them, trying to
yes.
And then they have also seen it, because the thing is, the other side to the whole thing is that they also see that, oh,
she needs us.
So you, at that time, it hadn't clicked yet that, oh, this is what is happening.
Yes,
And it was
it had
a
it.
cycle that just kept repeating itself.
Yes.
So now SS, this has happened, university, did this continue there? At which point did you have this realization?
You know what's funny? I went to the university very late. I graduated at 30 when I was 30.
Okay.
So I didn't go to the university like my mates
What happened?
did academically.
Okay.
I was, first of all,
Mhm.
academically, I had created the mindset that I wasn't good academically.
Where did they come from? Like, why did you feel that way? Did anyone say anything to you, or what?
I think that all these experiences boiled down to it. I appreciated my smart friends. Yeah. I would tell them, you guys will be something in future, and then I can tell people you are my friends.
But
it
you
was
didn't
that-
think that you would amount to anything.
I didn't think that I could do it.
Why?
I was too enveloped in fear. I was bold, but I had fear. Fear was dominant. And I would always say that I can never blame my mom for anything. My mom was trying. So you can't blame her for not even, she would have conversations, but you can't blame her for not having certain conversations. That's the African parents mentality that we deal with. So I went to the university very late.
Okay.
Actually, an ex got me to go to the university. So he advised me. I got into the university. I broke up. In fact, we broke up before I completed.
You guys were dating. He said, "Oh no, you have to go to the university."
Yeah,
and then
we were dating. He didn't say it like that. He was very disrespectful about it. Yes. Yeah. He was disrespectful about it. Very condescending about it. But that's okay. I took the good, and then my cousin helped me fill the forms with the entrance exams. He actually paid for the entrance exams. So yeah.
Okay.
And then I went in.
You decided to go to. So you went to university at what age?
I went to university at age 27, going to 28.
So, and you finished SS at what age?
I finished SS like when I was about to be 18.
So from 18 to 27, like what were you doing during that period?
Okay, so that time, my mom traveled. My mom left Ghana when I was in SS2. I lived with people.
Okay.
This is where I also felt like I was very misunderstood.
Okay.
I lived with my mom's friend. Okay. I decided not to live with family at that time.
Why?
And I feel like I owe my family an apology for that.
Why?
We were close, but we were all just not so close. Every family has their own issues. But I just decided, maybe I had watched too much Nigerian movies as well. So I thought, listen, your friend will be better. I would visit family when necessary. So I lived with my mom's friend. And, I would come for vacation, leave the house to visit my friend Priscilla, who lived in Mampubi at that time. And I would go and eat there because this woman, my mom would give money to, but she would always use the same type of fish to cook. I'm sorry, my mom is a caterer.
Okay.
I know good food. And that was my mom's problem, the food. Anywhere I was supposed to live, her problem was the food. Because when I don't like something, you can tell from my body language, I will not hide it.
Yeah.
So she was cooking with one fish. So now I decided that the money my mother would send for us to, use for, I pay her. We pay her actually. We're giving her money.
Okay.
I divide the money and then I go and eat somewhere else. Yes. Sometimes it will get me late into the night. I would come and this woman would actually assume that maybe I had a lot of male friends.
Okay.
I have just learned to have female friends
Recently.
somewhere in my 30s or in my 20s. Like female friends, I have had a problem with
because
honestly.
of all the things that you
Yes, so it's very hard. The ones I had, I kept. Even though some have fallen off, I still have a few that I keep, but my male friends are dominant.
Okay.
So she had that mind. And that was it. She really, that woman really thought I was doing something bad. I promise I was just going to Priscilla's house to eat.
Okay. Yeah.
And there was victory by her. They sell banku and uko. And banku is my favorite food.
Okay.
I miss my mom for that. So I would go and eat victory. There's nothing you would tell me. She logged me out a couple of times.
Oh.
But you remember that I told you that when I come on this pod, I'll apologize to certain people. And she's one of them. Now I understand what it means for someone to leave their child with you. It's such a huge responsibility. So I understand them.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
Then again, I also would appreciate it if they would have believed me a bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
So you tried explaining them.
Yeah. I was ready to take her to my friend's house. Just to confirm. I'm that child.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was ready. But it was so hard.
Yeah.
So I moved from there to my uncle's house. Again, another place I would apologize to. My uncle Eko. Again, someone has left their child for you. Such a huge responsibility. But I would also just wish that you believe me, because just because I hang around guys doesn't mean that I want to have something to do with them. And so I remember one time I said to them I was going for my best friend's party in Latibiokoshi, and we lived in Kutubabi, Abavana.
Okay.
So I left. But when I was leaving, I don't know if you remember this musician, Too Tough.
Wait.
There was Too Tough. Our neighbor at that time was called Papayao, and he had friends.
Okay.
Too Tough, Kwao Kese was his friend.
Okay.
So they were all coming to the house.
Oh.
And once in a while, I would say hello to them and then I'll pass. But they invited me to a party. Same day as the day I was going for that other party.
Okay.
So I forgot the invitation on my bed when I left to Latibiokoshi.
Yeah.
Now, my uncle calls my mother and says that I did not go to my best friend's party.
Because he saw the invitation.
Thank you. So I do, for some reason, I feel like being misunderstood. Mine has always been about men. But I'm not even like that.
Yeah.
Those who know me know, me, my matter is hard. Though.
Wait, so how old were you at that?
Oh, around that time, I had just completed SS. So 18, 19, entering my 20s. So I was writing remedials as well.
Okay.
So to better my grades, to go to the university.
So probably to them, it was like, you are probably distracted with boys. That's why you're not even past.
Thank you.
Things like that. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So it was really hard.
Yeah.
So from there, I mean,
what happened?
Yeah, from there, I just I moved from there.
Okay.
I have lived in places. I'm not even happy saying this, but I've lived at certain places. So I moved from there to my mom's friend again. And this time around, this person I have known since childhood. Since childhood. Okay. So Sister Amma, it was so easy living with Sister Amma. I was very open with Sister Amma. I was telling her everything. I had a boyfriend at that time. I told her I didn't lie about anything. So from there to NIIT, I went to NIIT.
Okay.
And then Sister Ahmed's husband said that to better my grades, I need to go back to SS3. This was 2008.
Wow.
So my permed hair and everything was cut. I wore uniform again and went back to school to rewrite my WASI.
Okay.
So that
Memorial.
No. I went to a there was a school at Dakuma Junction. I'm sure people know it, College High School. Okay. They would allow you to write it. Okay. So I went there just to rewrite my paper I went there for 1 year. Just to rewrite all my papers so that I can know the next step. Okay. But during this whole period, I had again created that mindset that I wasn't cut out for the university. I will not do well in the university. Like I will not do academically in the university. So I used to go to Pens to visit my friends, stay over for like 3 days or 4 days and come back home just to see how campus life is like. Yeah. But I never wanted to go to the university.
Like you wanted to, but you just didn't think that you could get it.
Yes, so I wouldn't even bother. Yeah. So I finished college high, and then I did DBS, Diploma in Business Studies.
Okay.
I wrote the exam. I wrote the exam. Everything was fine.
Okay.
And then my mom comes and says that, oh, you should go to government secretarial school. So I'm a trained secretary.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So we should go to government secretarial school. Now, government secretarial school is under the civil service of Ghana.
Okay.
Great. So you finish that place and then you do your attachment in any of the government institutions or anywhere, and then you continue to upgrade and you apply for jobs in good places and you actually get. Okay. So I went to government secretarial school.
Okay.
Around this time, I had moved to Def Traco, my junior auntie's place.
Why did you move from
my junior auntie and her husband, they were in Tel Aviv.
Okay.
For his posting. Okay. And they had come. And automatically that was where I would have lived if they were living in Ghana.
Okay.
So it was only right to just move. So I moved to Def Traco.
Okay.
I was in Def Traco for about 1.5 years. Okay. Again, I've told you that I apologize to a lot of people. I'd apologize to my brother-in-law. He's my best friend right now. But before, I think we didn't start off well.
Okay. Why?
We had a lot of friction around that time. Like, and this is why I moved out. I felt like he also didn't understand my person and I wasn't also understanding where he was coming from. This boils down to someone leaving their child behind for you again. Mm-hmm. I was not understanding the adults at all. Yeah. And the adults were also not getting where I was coming, and there was no communication.
Yeah.
So there was friction. So I moved out of my junior aunt's house And that's how I started living alone. And I was 20 at that time.
Okay. Okay. So you started living on your own from 20.
Yes, 20.
Your mom, like, how was it like for her during this period?
I think that she was in the most difficult place because relationships were being broken in terms of the people that I was living with and I was moving. You would always choose your child anyway. But I love my mom for one thing. She would have a conversation with the people. So she had no choice at this point. I had to live with a cousin for a while, but it was more like I was living alone because my cousin didn't even stay in Ghana for long. She left.
Okay.
So I was alone.
Yeah.
Actually, I was. And, you know, for a mother, your child in her early 20s living alone, that was hard.
Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah.
I promise I could have, I mean, there are some things that definitely I can't talk about here, but I could have turned out to be anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything else.
Yeah.
But there's one thing that keeps me on my feet. I cannot disgrace my mother.
Right.
I can't disgrace my mother.
So it's like, it's really about her. Like,
I love
I feel, because I can see and I can feel that you hold her in high esteem.
I'm a mommy's girl.
Yeah.
I hold my mother in a high esteem, and I hope she sees this video. My mother doesn't think so. My mother doesn't think so. My mother knows that I love her and everything, but she's always like, "What do you make? What do you be? What do you be?" But I hold my mother in high esteem. There are so many things you don't see me do because of my mother. My mother is sitting on my Instagram 247. Once the post is some way, she'll just call you. Wait there, and then I'll take it down.
Yeah.
So you will see a post and you see it's gone down, and it's my mother.
That's your mom. Yeah.
Yeah. So it wasn't easy for her.
Your relationship, like where you like in terms of saying maybe I love you, things like that. Like, is that the kind of relationship you guys?
My mother's a typical African mother.
Yeah.
She did not do the I love yous when I was growing up. I would say again, listen, we may may not like the way whites do their things, but I'm grateful for America on this one. It softened my mother. I taught my mother how to be soft and open-minded. It softened it. The first my mother said I love you to me, I looked at I'm like, eh? She was like, carry you or her? I said, me wo dear you mate. She didn't say anything. She understood. Second time, she said it. I said, yo, thank you. I cut the call. Third time, she said it. Then she was like, it won't came, and I was like, madam, but this is not how you bought me. I know that you love me, but you don't say it. So me too, I'm used to it like that. So give me some time. And the time that they have given me up till now, I say it once a while. I try.
Wow.
I try. So I have purpose in my heart to tell my kids I love them from the onset.
Yes. So I'm moving to relationships, and of course, you don't have to delve deep into it.
We would delve. People have to learn. We would delve. Are you afraid?
Like,
you must delve. Don't be.
So, like, given all these things about love, your upbringing, trying to fit in, people pleasing, all those things, right, in your past, now moving into relationships, how did that affect? Let's talk about even your first relationship till now. Like, all your relationships, like, how did they affect your relationships, and like, how did you deal with it?
So, funny enough, this didn't affect my relationships in a bad way.
Okay.
Like, when I say I love hard, I gave my all to every single relationship I have been in.
Okay.
My first relationship lasted for 8 years, from SS till I turned 23.
Okay.
And then it ended.
Okay. The one that tried to get you into the university?
No, that's not him.
Okay.
So he cheated on me with someone in the university, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's that particular one, I just feel like the guy was chilling and he had bagged a girl whose mom is in America, and I was getting Western Union consistently. And so, yeah, jam. But his family liked me anyway. Okay. His mom was very welcoming. And I remember my mom was disappointed in me at some point in that relationship. Why? Because you remember the bank pro credit?
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom had savings there and I was in charge of it. And what you can think about is we really we chop them money. I'm not even proud. Listen, up till today, I really do apologize to my mom for that. My mom doesn't deserve any of the bad things I've done to her. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So we, chopped the money like that. My mom forgave me everything.
Okay.
There was a bigger reason why that relationship ended, but I don't need to go into that.
Mm.
So yeah, it ended.
Mm-hmm.
And I later heard he told someone that I didn't respect. Now, thing is, so because of the absenteeism of a dad,
Mm-hmm.
when I date you, you are my brother, you are my dad, you are my friend,
Yeah.
you are everything. So I treat you as such.
Mm-hmm.
I dare any boy, any man I have dated to come out and say I didn't treat them well. I dare them. I treated everybody well.
Yeah.
And even if there was a problem, I'm not a 100% person. So if you think that I didn't even respect at that time, you could have told me
exactly
that I have
yeah.
maybe I disrespected you or something, but you told someone else and I heard it, which is fine. So when I got the chance to be in a relationship again, I told myself I'll be respectful.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
So I was respectful.
Okay.
Now that's the person that was able to talk me to go into the university. Now, being respectful at that place too, it was okay, but I could always feel a little bit of emptiness.
Before we even move to that, like, so what does respect mean to you?
Respect, talking to me well.
Okay.
Talking in laughter because I'm used to the screaming. My aunties, when they used to talk to me, they would shout. My mother, she would shout. So talking calmly to me is respect.
Okay.
Talking calmly. Talking, if I have done something to you, tell me calmly. I'll be more embarrassed than when you yell at me. The moment you yell at me, I'm rebellious. I do not care where it's coming from. So talking calmly to me is one of the things.
Okay.
And then not using things I've told you against me.
Okay.
That's like full-blown disrespect to me. Like I've told you something against me and then about me, then something happens and then you refer me. Like,
yeah,
I don't like it. But respect is everything to me because I respect people generally.
Right.
I will not disrespect you unless you've disrespected me. So that's where we were with that.
So
his family
to respect him.
Oh yeah. I did, yes.
And then
his family loved me, everything. I mean, we were cool. I remember he talked about my weight some time ago. And yeah, I zoomed into weight loss. Those who know me know that I lost weight at some point. And when I cast my mind back, it was all not said in a loving way.
Yeah.
It was all said like, do you like the way you look? Da-da-da-da-da. He would send him a picture and he'd be like, look at your tummy in the dress. So, and me, I don't forget to. I don't forget unless I choose to forget. So these things I'm saying, I know exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I will not even sit anywhere just to embarrass them. And I'm not here to embarrass them or anything. It's just my experience. Once you were in my life, you'll be part of my story.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So he woke up one morning and said that, okay, I mean, everybody around him is even going to the university. So what am I saying? That's how he talked me into wanting to go to the university. So I did my inquiries and I got into school. Now, the education was the thing for him. So that was the only thing missing around me.
Right.
I later found out that other things were missing. But it was a relationship I was very committed to.
Was he in the university at the time?
Oh, he was working.
Okay.
He was working and he's smart. I give that, he's very smart.
Okay.
So I realized that he was very on and off. You could just tell when somebody is just trying to consider you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can see that you need the love.
Yeah.
So that is the pattern in which I have rolled. And it can take someone a short time to come to this realization. It has taken me a while, but I'm so grateful that I have come to the realization that I do not need the love from anybody. Christ has the love. I have love of family and friends.
And
so
you have
I love myself that much.
Yeah.
So if you are going to come, yours is just going to be like a bonus.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what happened. I felt it. I sieved through that breakup. It was wild. Yes. I endured. Yeah, I endured being publicly very much disrespected. You can be here with your boyfriend and a girl he likes is also in the same setting. I remember I cried out of a party once because I was told that someone he was trying to woo was also there. I thought that was very disrespectful.
Very extremely
disrespectful.
Yeah.
There's more, but yes.
Yeah.
Later, after I was done with the relationship, I realized how I had really given myself off to be disrespected as my mother's priceless girl. Like, what's my problem? Do you understand?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
all
yeah.
these men cannot say that I brought any burden to them. You know,
Mhm.
I'd never said that, hey, I've seen some hair, buy it for me. No.
Right.
All these men
Right.
dated me. Saw my mother buy me a MacBook. Saw my mother buy me an iPhone. Saw my mother buy me clothes, shoes, everything. So I have never dated with the sole aim of even
Taking from the
siphoning
person-
a man.
Yeah.
No, I have always dated with one motive: to love and to be loved,
Mm,
and that was it. So yes, I moved out of that one.
okay.
Others came along the way, leading on, blah blah blah, taking you for granted. 2022, the last one ended. I would not even call that one a relationship, because a man who cannot stand for me or defend me, I don't know what I'll call that. You didn't, if you didn't ask me to be your girlfriend, it's not a relationship. I don't know what we were doing, but whatever we did ended.
Yeah.
I have to take that upon myself now, because it's one thing to boldly tell people in your close circle, this is your man. They have seen him come see you. They have seen you with him a couple of times. And it's another thing for his circle to be thinking that you are the one pushing yourself.
Mm.
That had to end. And that's one, and again, I will not say that some of these people played a major role. They were good at some point,
Right.
but maybe they were not good at these areas of not being intentional and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, it had to go.
Yeah.
It had to go.
Yeah.
And then, so since that time, I have just been with myself for a while.
Okay.
I know recently you made a post and it prompted me to make a post.
Yeah.
So now everybody's like, who is Tatas getting to know? Who is this? Listen, I'm getting to know an incredible man.
Okay. I
But
love that.
yes, I will not even expose his anything.
Okay.
I'll keep that to myself, but I'm getting to know an incredible man. He has given me a taste of what it really is to be loved. God, definitely using God as an example
Okay.
to reach out.
Okay. How is he doing that?
I'm so much of concern to this person. Sometimes I wonder,
You didn't even go to deserve
you have things you are doing. How am I this? Are you robbing me? Like, what's that? What's that? I like it. Keep doing it. That type of thing.
Yeah.
But he's a good man. And I definitely like that we are not doing the normal society type of thing where you are being told, hey, start here and there 1 month time. No, it was saying country will say no. We have really taken our time.
Right.
We're not, I will not say he's my boyfriend. I'm getting to know him.
So he's not someone that you knew, past or anything.
At all.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't know him from the past.
Okay.
I didn't know him from anywhere.
Okay.
We just met and we've just been talking and getting to know each other.
So you're
for some
building
time
like a
now.
friendship.
Yeah. It's very important to me and it's a very important thing to him as well.
Mhm.
So I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not now about to wake up one morning and call you and ask you, what are we? No.
Yeah.
I'll give you the room.
Yeah.
You deserve to have the room because you have your own experiences.
Mhm.
I also deserve to have the room to build that with you.
Right.
But again, like I posted the other time, this is the best getting to know somebody I've ever done. Literally.
I love that.
Literally.
Because so what I'm getting from this is he's very thoughtful.
Oh my goodness.
Considerate.
Very thoughtful,
Yeah.
very considerate, very adventurous.
Okay.
So we get to do a lot of fun stuff.
Okay.
I'm going for a movie date today.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah. I'm bold to just say, hey, let's go and watch a movie. I wasn't
Yeah.
bold with other people like that.
Why weren't you?
There's always a notion
Mhm.
from these people giving you a thing like going out in some way. Somebody told me that people who go on dates are people who live comfortably. And I'm not even a demanding person. I was just asking for even a drink outside just to talk.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So I had to pretend to be happy in that relationship, that other relationship. Yeah. And I don't think it was good
Yeah.
for me.
Why do you feel you were staying in these relationships, and what do you think that those relationships taught you?
Okay. So something I told this current person, I'm going to say it here. I was getting the crumbs and I was taking the crumbs, I deserve the whole tea bread. I was never given the whole tea bread.
Yeah.
You know how you have to, when you truly love someone, there's a way you will treat them.
Yeah.
I was getting bits and pieces and I was holding on to it with my soul because, hey, maybe I didn't get it in the other one. I'm getting it here. Let me hold it like that. No. It has taught me that, listen, when someone really, 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 really wants to be with you, they will do the extreme. Look, they will go far. They will do the extreme things just for you.
Yeah.
And they will meet you halfway. You will not do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
You will see the person also reciprocating everything that you are doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's one thing that I've learned.
Yeah.
Don't ever stay in a place where you are not received. You are not, like, the vibe is not the same.
Yeah.
Because you will be drained. I was drained mentally.
Yeah.
At some point, I have anybody who has eyes would have seen through me or in my videos. But you know what I like about my followers? They enjoy my silliness. They can never see. You can never see. So yeah.
That moves me to that. Do you think that sometimes you use comedy as like a way to like heal, a way to distract yourself from whatever it is that you are going through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And that has built more misunderstanding. Because people really think that I've woken up, I've rolled on the floor on the internet. So this is her 247.
Yeah.
I'm silly, I agree.
But it's like, but at the same time, you should be taken seriously because you have different layers to you. So it's you're not always going to be funny. There are times you are times when you're serious. Times when,
it's just that I know how to. I'm using all these things to help me go through life. To be very honest, because me, if I'm not silly and if I'm not fooling, I cannot go. See, the life will not lie for me. I promise.
Yeah.
And so I have used it to heal so many times. I've used it to cover up so many times. Most of the times you see me roll on the floor or come online to do something funny, I have covered it. It's a cover up on so many things that I'm going through that I don't let people into. And so when people say, you put your whole life on the internet, we all know you. It's funny because you
don't even know.
You don't know me at all. I have chosen to let you into what I want you to know.
Yeah.
And that's just it. So, like I was saying, that it has increased their misunderstanding. And so people have created this perception in their head, this illusion, and they are living with it. That is how this girl is.
So I want you to say who you are. Like, who is Caritas?
So Caritas is just okay. So Caritas is a very assertive person.
Okay.
Very focused. Knows what she's about.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you see her do, she knows exactly what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But also, she comes off as a hard girl, but she's a very soft girl. I'm very soft.
Yeah.
Very, very soft.
Yeah.
I'm a crybaby.
Yeah.
Very soft.
Yeah.
But I think that can only be gotten out of me at the most vulnerable time. But the hard girl is for business, it's for human relation, it's for all those, so that people don't take me for granted, because I've gone through that too many times. So that's just it. And I'm also very, very fun. Like, I'm 100% fun.
Right.
Then again, whenever you see me extremely quiet, it's still me. Don't think that something has changed. Most of the time, I said it on the internet the other time, most of you meet me, most of my followers meet me, and they're like, you're not the same. I'm like, I am actually the same. Just that when you meet, I'm calm. I like to be calm and quiet sometimes. Mm-hmm. People see me at Vida Cafe or some places and I'm just chill with my book or my laptop. Mm-hmm. And they cannot believe that when they see me, I can't do, oh my God, I can't do that all the time.
Yes.
I just want people to understand. I can't do that all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm so quiet. My friends are like, is everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yes, everything is fine. Why? I can't be quiet.
Yeah.
So I'm just everything you see, but at the same time, there are things you don't see that I am. You know, my junior aunt would always say, people really think you are so ras. I'm like, yeah, people think I'm ras. Oh, I've got that a lot. It boils all to the misunderstanding.
Yeah.
People really think I'm ras, like ras. But they should come and see you in the house. You know, I'm that girl. I'm a homebody.
Yeah, no, I can tell.
I'm that girl.
I can tell.
You come and see me in my couch with my big bedroom slippers and my coffee. And but I don't show that.
Yeah.
I will show you the one that is very crazy.
Yeah. Why do you feel you keep showing that kind of content?
Yes. My audience relates. Yeah. You see, it's relatable. I need people to also see that being a public person does not mean that we can't do something. We can't do it. We are just like you. It just so happens that grace has found us and we have influence.
Yeah.
But we are just like you. I stand in the watch queue. In fact, those in my compound that know me on Instagram, my apartment mates, they didn't know me. It took them 1 year to know that, it's this girl. So one of the guys said they can't believe it because, see, if you see my Jokotobi that I'm wearing and I'm walking in the compound, I don't care.
Yeah.
I sit on my corridor with my asanka and everything. I eat on the floor because listen, I like life simple.
Yeah.
And so that's it for me.
Mhm.
So putting that kind of content, it's still me. That's
Yeah.
But there are just a lot of layers to people, like you said. So
Yeah.
give people grace.
Yeah. Yeah.
We are not giving grace. People like we are not giving grace.
Yeah.
At
That's
all.
true. No,
I don't know if it happens to you.
no, it does happen to me where
Because you are like, there's a little bit of you that is me.
yeah. When you mentioned the crybaby part, and me.
Oh, you are.
The tears are right here. I can cry.
So
I'm very vocal. If something annoys me or whatever it is, I want people to know.
Mhm.
I'm one of those people that so I'm honest, but I'm also, how do I explain it? Like, so I'm one of those people, there's this thing that my husband is always like, really, like, I like the truth to prevail. When I say these things, like, what does that mean? When I say I like the truth to prevail, I hate fakeness, right?
Mhm.
And when I say fakeness, I'm not saying that show you the real you, like, you have to
no,
be 100%.
yeah.
But I'm also saying that, like, I want you to be real and I want you to be honest about certain things. If ever I see that you are being dishonest about whatever it is, if it has to do with me, I'm coming out to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, I mean, there are all these different things. I mean, yeah, there are different things. It's not everything that I will post. It's not everything that I'll share.
Yeah.
I share what I can. And
Mhm.
like just like you, people do feel like I share a lot.
You
and
don't
I share my entire life. And, you know, even the pregnancy, let me give you a typical example. With the pregnancy, someone's like, hey, I met someone recently. The person's like, hey, no, you're bro new. Because when I was pregnant, I posted I was pregnant before I had a baby, because typical African,
you don't have to post. But who made the rule?
Who made the rules? And you see the fact that you said something that was very important, where you said that you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Right. And I want people to understand that when people have their pages, they know what they're doing on their page.
Yeah.
I post my pregnancy ahead of time because I want people to know that there's such a thing as fear, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we as Africans associate fear.
It's true.
We associate fear with things that should be beautiful, things that things that are blessings.
Yeah.
If I'm excited about my birth, why would I say, hey, no, the evil eye, that evil eye has already seen it before you posted on social media. Why do we think the evil eye only lives on social media?
And that was the post that I related to fear. Fear has done more harm to me than good. Enveloped in it.
Yeah.
Afraid to go and to do certain things. Would rather be happy to see somebody do it. I don't mind. I don't mind. And anybody that knows me, I hold people close to my heart and I am very open about it. Like I said, I love hard. But I'm like, but so why aren't you doing some of the things that you want to do? You want to be happy for people, yes, but don't you also want to take a step into the things that you want to do?
I'm seeing from you, like what I'm seeing is the way you even started talking about the fact that when you were little, your light was being dimmed and all those things. I believe that you believe that you are meant to shine.
It's crazy.
But you always feel that if you shine, others don't get the chance to shine. So, oh no, you it's your turn, you do it. And
Thank you.
And I feel that you should not give yourself that permission, just shine.
I know.
Like,
we have now reached that side. You see the thing you are saying? We have now come to that realization.
Even your content, you deciding to post down to earth content, I feel it's a part of it, but you haven't realized. You are doing it because you want to be relatable. Hey, no, so that people don't feel like, no, I'm too much of a star. No, me too. I'm just like you.
Right.
No. But you also have to show the other layers to you.
I'll show it.
You'll show it.
I'll show it. I'll show it.
Show everything. Show everything.
No, because you see, I'll show it.
Yeah.
I can show it. I do not mind.
Yeah.
I just need people to. One of the things I'll use your platform to please, like, stop going to people close to me to complain. It's a bad thing.
So they complain.
Yeah, go.
That's
your party. She did posting everything for this thing where she posts there. Stop it. Stop going to people close to me to complain, because you know what?
Stop them. Also stop the people close to you.
The people close to me, they know not to come to me again. But my thing is, if you have a problem, there's lots of accounts you can follow online. You can clearly just unfollow me. The reason you are on my page, then you are not on my page maybe for the right reasons. You are just there to see how I'm doing. How me kwa na me ba. But as a one guy who used to kwesi China or something, as you will say, no, ye jinemu pa. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not. It's really. Look. I have been in very difficult places. It's been sometimes it's so hard that I want to I want to carry my certificate as a human resource. Why? Carry my secretarial. By the grace of God, me if I'm looking for a job, I will not suffer. Job has come to me so many times, and I've just said it to people. I'll just carry it to who I know.
Yeah.
Because they don't think we know anybody, but we do.
Yeah.
So I'll carry it, take it, and get a job and leave this internet for you. But what I will not do is leave it for you too.
No, exactly. Because it's your thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's your thing.
I will not leave it for you.
No, there was a day that you said something that, we may not have millions of followers, and I was like, no, that is the followers that you have. No, it's a lot.
It's a lot too.
It's no. I don't think you sat down to really look at your followers. It's a lot.
You know why I said that? Because when I don't like it when businesses come to me to work and then you compare how much ROI I can give you to another influencers on using following. I have the followers I have, I don't know what to call them. But if they say they will finish whatever product you are selling, they will finish it.
And they are very engaging.
Yes, and they come home.
Engaging.
And they can come 3 months after and come and ask me, Tatas, you posted this thing, so can I?
You know what? I have bought things because of your page.
Yeah, so don't make that comparison. I mean, I can get angry too. When I get angry, sometimes I don't see anything and everything is red and I just want to speak my mind. Like, don't do that.
Yeah.
No, you either want to work with me or not. And before we started, we're talking about integrity. That's a very key thing for me. If I decide not to work for your brand, I know why. Mm-hmm. A popular brand came to me recently and I said no. I vehemently said no. And I gave the guy my reasons. I said, I will not be associated with you because of this and because of that. When you rectify it, please, you can always come back to me.
When I spoke about the true prevailing, same, because I'm the same way. There are some brands that I'm like, I look at my following and I'm like, okay, these are parents have kids.
Yeah.
You want me to sell things to these parents to go and give to their kids. This is not something I'll give to my own child.
So I will not.
Why should I post something like this because of money?
Yes.
You know?
If
it's something you know, because I've seen you list a number of things that you said, I will never. You typically will not use.
Yeah.
So why?
Because naturally, I am thick.
Yeah.
So if you come to me and you say I should sell weight loss, thick, something that will make people thick.
Yeah.
I mean, that's typically you are trying to say that my followers don't think. I'm naturally thick. Those who know me know that even in my teenage years, the body I had wasn't for my teenage age. I'm thick. So you can't do that.
Yeah.
So that one, it sits out for me. But so we are living in.
I'm happy that you've gotten to this point where you can do some introspection. You can look back at your life and say, okay, this is why this person didn't like me. This is why this didn't work out.
Yes.
This is why, I love the fact that you've also made some connections with regards to even like your dad. Yes, okay, maybe
when you just mentioned my dad, I became sad because I had really planned to, have a proper sit down, reconcile. Because my dad was diabetic.
Okay.
So I had really planned to have a proper sit down, reconcile. 1 week, I had planned it for, let's say, next week.
Okay.
And then, let's say this week, I was at work and then they called me that he had passed. Like that moment, that very moment. I couldn't cry when my dad's 2016. I wasn't able to cry when my dad died, but I had the internal pain of not being able to reconcile properly. I was still giving my dad money and everything. Even at the time before then, my mom would give me money and I'll divide this into two. I would give my dad wholeheartedly. Wow. But there was no proper relationship.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to try that. So just when I wanted to try that, he also passed, which really...
Why do you feel you weren't able to cry?
I don't know. I just wasn't able to cry. The way my other siblings cried, I was just there like, my eyes white too. I did not even kill this man. God have mercy. I just cannot cry. I couldn't cry. Maybe I couldn't believe it. Maybe I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Maybe I couldn't believe it. I think I couldn't believe it. But because I'm that child. Even though I didn't have a relationship with them, I've always wanted daddy to walk me down the aisle type of child. Yeah. I wanted that.
now you said now your mom has remarried, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but hey,
Yeah.
shouts to my mom. She's been married since 2010.
Okay, and then she has like kids. Oh
No. My
Or
mom's marriage is enjoyment marriage.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Okay.
no kids involved.
But her husband has kids.
Oh yes, my
because you mentioned you had some
yeah.
Okay,
My step
okay.
siblings.
So how's your relationship like with them?
They're also going to see this. My relationship with my eldest stepbrother is good.
Okay.
From the beginning, it was good with all of us. I think that there was something along the line. So my relationship currently with my eldest stepbrother is very good from my stepfather's side.
Yeah.
His sister, it's okay. But I still don't remember the last time I spoke to her or anything. I think the last time I heard from her was my birthday. She sent me a message in my DM on Instagram, but that was just it. Okay. But it's not like there's no bad blood.
Okay.
It's just MEH, like.
Okay.
It's just cool. But my eldest stepbrother is fantastic. Great. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your mom, she went there. Was she going there for greener pastures or?
Yeah, so
okay.
My mom had to go. Okay. It was hard at some point. My mom had to go.
Okay.
So I had to accept that my mom was leaving. Okay. I remember my mom was leaving. She came to me in school. I agree. That was the first time I had seen so much provisions. I had never seen that.
Yeah.
I had never seen that much provision. You know, I knew Shabima as my biscuits. And I knew one biscuit called one yellow cream crackers that was in a yellow wrapper. But this was my provisions that had come, you know, and I'm seeing digestive. I'm seeing bourbon biscuit. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
So my mom comes to my school and then she says that so she's leaving. At that time, she had gotten her visa for a long time. She had stayed in Ghana for 1 year without being able to afford the ticket.
Okay.
So
you knew?
Oh yeah, I knew that. I remember the day she got the visa. She came home and it was a very joyous day. But now I got tickets. So she had managed to get her tickets. Now she came to school, bought my provisions, bought me a phone. Her phone that she was using at that time, she brought it to me. And I've never forgotten what my mom said to me when she came. But I'm pretty sure she has forgotten. But she said to me that she's going so that my life can be better. And so I should be strong. So I had to be strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you would see people and their mothers, but you will have to be strong.
Yeah.
You would befriend someone and their mother will have a serious perception about you. And you have to be strong because you know that you are a good child and your mother knows. That type of thing. So I had to just carry myself. But me, I was happy about the provisions. So, hey, I had suffered in that school. I was happy about my provisions, please.
This was in
SS2. I had so much provision. You know, I pushed some under the bed. Hey, that was my first time. God, I was happy.
My
God, I was so happy.
And like you haven't seen her since then.
Oh, I have. So my mom left 2005. So SS2.
Okay.
Then 10 years down the lane, she came. She came.
2015.
Yes, 2015. She came once. Then she came 2018 again for my graduation. All my mom wanted me to go was go to university. Go to university and graduate. She didn't care the class. She didn't care what. She just wanted to see me in a gown. Even though when she came, so I'm not. I mean, I had a third class. Okay. I was determined not to have a pass. My relationship had just gone down the drain when I was in final year. It took a serious toll on me. So learning what I was trying, but I said to myself, I am never getting a pass, at least. So someone made a comment to her that for a third class, the dean is not going to shake me. In my mind, who cares about the dean shaking me?
That's what is important.
See, I don't forget. They said, I won't be a peg, go and shout, dean, Sister Brad, dean. If Dean has shaken you before, you frame it into your room. How far? Did this give you money?
Yeah.
No. So, I mean, my mom came for my graduation. She was very, very happy.
Yeah.
Very happy. We have pictures. She was happy. I was happy to see her happy. And for me, I had conquered something that I didn't believe I could do. So every other thing didn't matter at that time to me. Yeah. But after 2018, she's not been to Ghana again.
Will she be coming again, or what's the plan?
Eh,
What's the plan?
let's see. Maybe I'll be part of Japa people. Let's see. And if I Japa, unless you people remove my page and put it in your pockets, because I'll destroy the internet.
We can imagine.
Oh yes, but that's it. But I talk to my mom almost every day. She's in the known of everything I'm doing, and she's actually very proud. She can't believe that. Hey, what's starting with this business? What's it doing? Yeah. So my mom, and she's very supportive.
Okay.
She's very supportive. So
today, like Tatas, today, how are you doing? What I mean, what? Well, yeah, how are you? Let's just say, how are you doing today? As we wrap up, how are you doing?
I'm happy. Everything I'm doing, I love.
Okay.
For me, that's what's the most important thing.
Okay.
If I could leave an 8 to 5 job to become to run the agency full time, it failed, and then it came back again, and then I'm finding more things that I can do because I coach. I coach people, content creation. People need my help. So we have your coaching session. I run you through your ideas. I follow through your ideas with you. And I've seen growth in people's business. Right. So everything I'm doing now, I'm happy.
Okay.
Oh, and most importantly, also because God approves and my mom approves. It took her a while. But most of my content creation tools I have now, my mom gave me money to buy.
Okay.
Or she finds someone coming and she buys it for me.
So she supports you.
Yes, my mom is very supportive. I will not lie. Yeah. So yes, right now, where I'm sitting now, I'm very content. I've always been. And I'm very happy. Okay. No matter, I don't know, but no matter the challenges, I do not think that I would trade my life for anything. I have to be very honest. Okay. I'm in a good place, especially with God. Please. Yeah. I'm in a good place.
And you say you have some apologies as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so along the way, I gave the apologies to my family. But most importantly, if any member of my family sees this video, extended especially. Yeah. There has never been a time where I do not wish to be a part of this family. Like, I love being a part of my family. We are a crazy bunch, and we have a lot of fun. But I just hope that you do not take some things out of context and you see me for me, right? And not, associate me with other things that may be in your head. So, first of all, I'm very sorry if in my teenage, my growing up in my teens, when my mom had left, I have said anything or I offended anybody gravely to the extent that your relationship with my mother is shaky. I apologize. It's mostly me. Don't take it out on my mother. I think that if you allow us, I could, make you guys have a conversation and, rectify things, because listen, family is everything, to be honest. I love my family, my cousins, everybody. So yeah, that's my first apology. Second one would be to people that my friends that I may have distanced myself for a particular reason. Maybe you did something I didn't tell you. I just took myself out. For the first time, I had to put me first. I'm a very selfless person, but I apologize for leaving you in an empty space, not talking. I'll be reaching out to some of you. If you give me audience, that's fine. Yeah. If you don't give me audience, but this is a heartfelt apology to you from me. And there's no bad blood, to be honest. No bad blood.
Thank you, Tata.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to apologize to you too. You ordered chili oil. You know when you were pregnant with him? When you were pregnant with him, you ordered chili oil. I don't know how I can forget it.
Yeah, no, but it's fine.
Before I closed my eyes, I was in Rwanda doing 35th birthday. Next minute, Eno has given birth to Ohima. Still no chili oil. So please, today, I've brought you the chili oil. You then collect it and put it in all your food, okay?
Thank you. I love it.
Collect it and put it in all your food. I apologize, but yeah.
It's been fun.
Oh, no, yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for the platform, Charlie.
All right.
Truly talkative. Why?